hello, happy Friday. It's finally Friday. Love Fridays because it is the end of the work week, right? And you get to enjoy the weekend. So, hey, thanks for joining. So if you are joining, let me know you're here. Tonight is Friday night. So Friday nights, I like to do Q&As, which basically is you guys that are joining on live, asking any questions that you have about plant-based eating, plant-based performance, running, or eating for performance, right? Running questions, anything like that you guys have, just ask and type your question in the comment section and I will answer it. So really that is what today is live is about, is just answering your questions that you guys have. So if you have any questions, again, just type them, comment them below if you have any questions. But I hope everyone's having a wonderful Friday. It's very, very hot where I am. I don't know if all of you are in upstate New York, but it is very, very hot for us to be in 90 degrees. And then on the way home, we got a little rain shower. So it cooled down a little bit. So that was good. But this weekend is supposed to be very, very hot and humid, which we're not really used to. So even though I'm still nursing my foot and still not running, it's still very disappointing, even though I feel like, it may be a good thing that I am not out there running. And that just looked like lightning outside. Yeah, in a way, it's probably a good thing I'm not running, but then in a way, I'm still disappointed and certainly would be going to bed early, would be going to bed now and getting up early if I had to run tomorrow, since it's going to be very hot. So anyways, let me know you're here. If you're on, just say hi. If you're on live, if you're watching this on replay, just type below #replay to let me know you're watching this, watching the replay. So if you're here, let me know and ask me any questions that you guys have on plant-based performance, plant-based eating, eating for performance in general, any of those type of questions. And I can hear the thunder right now, so that must have been lightning. It must be another thunderstorm out there. Kevin's on! Hey, Kevin. Thanks for joining. Do you have any performance nutrition questions for me? Kevin seems to always have questions, which is awesome. I love, love, love questions because that is what I'm here for, right? I'm here to help, to give some of my knowledge that I have to you guys, even though I am continuing to learn. It never, never ends. I actually just bought 2 books, which I'm super excited about, and I will share them with you guys. So here are 2 books that if you are interested in plant-based eating, sports nutrition, I definitely would recommend them. These books were both written by registered dietitians, sport dietitians, which is so awesome. This one is Essential Sports Nutrition, so not specifically plant-based, but this was written by a registered dietitian, Marnie, which is awesome. And then I have another one, which is plant-based sports nutrition book, and this was written by 2 dietitians, which is so awesome. Plant-based sports nutrition book. I mean, absolutely everything. This may be too much for somebody to read. It is a lot of information. It's almost like a textbook, but I'm super excited to make sure that the information that I'm giving to you guys too is the correct evidence-based information. So this stuff will even help me because I'm continuing to learn. I'm not a certified sports dietitian, but I am still a dietitian and still learning too on my personal journey with nutrition for running. So Let's see, does anyone have any questions? No questions today. No one has any questions. But anyways, I'm super excited for this book. I cannot wait to read these. Thanks for the recommendations. Hey, you're welcome. Yeah, you'll definitely have to check them out. I haven't started them. I actually just got them this week, but I'm super excited to start reading them. So definitely great sports nutrition books. Maybe one day I'll have my sports nutrition, plant-based nutrition cookbook out there one day too. So does anybody have any questions? This is a Q&A. I'm trying to think of any questions I've been asked this week. I don't think I really have got any questions this week, actually. I'm trying to think if there have been. What am I drinking? Oh, sure, that's a question. Thank you. This is just water. This is just a water bottle. Right. What are you drinking? It is Friday night, but yes, I am only drinking water. But during a race, especially when it's hot, I definitely would be drinking electrolytes. I use the Noon tablets. You can use Gatorade, things like that. For me, they're just too sweet, too much sugar. So I like to just use the tablets. I think those are easy to use and they dissolve right in your water. But certainly make sure that you are drinking. If you are running out there in the heat this weekend and going on a long run, make sure you take your electrolytes. Before and during is going to be super, super, super important, or you will have a hard time making it through your run. Any suggestions for mid-race long run nutrition? Yes, thank you for asking. Let's see. So mid-race long run nutrition. So I'm gonna say maybe that would be like a half marathon, right? Kind of thing. So for that, I think you mean during a race? So during a race, you're going to certainly, during a long run, like half marathon distance, right? So I would say that's probably about 10 or more miles. So you're probably at around, it's going to be over an hour, right? About an hour and a half or more. So over an hour, right? Over an hour, over 45 minutes to an hour, you're definitely going to want to start replacing glycogen. So you're going to want to start getting some more sugar. Simple carbs are best because they're quick sugar, right? Quick glycogen to your muscles. So goos are really popular. Well, that's the brand, but the gels, those are really popular. I know some people that don't like them said they don't really like them. You could try chews. You could even try bread. You could try crackers, different things that you think that you could try during your run. It doesn't, or I've known people to even try candy and stuff. If that works for you, try it. I just would suggest if you do try anything to just try things not on race day, right? Try it on like a long run day, right? Not on race day, because if you're trying anything with nutrition, and especially like your chews and your gels, if you try it during the race, you could have your body might not respond well to it. You could have GI issues, those kind of things. So anything that you try, protein bars, anything that, definitely try them before the actual race, because I've known people to make that mistake, which is not good. So hi everyone, thank you for joining if you're just joining. So tonight I'm just doing a little Q&A about plant-based performance questions. So if you have any questions, let me know and just comment below and I will do my best to answer them. So thank you for that question. That was a really good question about mid-race, long race nutrition. But certainly it's going to be super important during your run. Even pre-run, you're going to want to make sure you get some carbohydrates, right? And also some fats are going to also be important. So carbohydrates and fats are mostly important. So for me, I like to have, which my coach I think just joined, which he always recommends, avocados. So avocados are great for good healthy fats. So I like to do a bagel with avocado before I run. If you don't think that's going to be enough to last you until you can, replace some glycogen, then you certainly could, add something else, a shake, or something like that. But like a bagel, an avocado I think works well. So that's just a suggestion for a pre-race, but there certainly doesn't mean you have to do that. There's other things that you could try too. Oatmeal, I used to do oatmeal all the time before long runs because it keeps me full, but that could cause GI issues because it is high in fiber. So I just want to be careful of that if that doesn't work for you. That's okay, but oatmeal I think is also another good one for long run. And you're going to want to wake up too early if you're going on a longer run. Like say like Saturdays usually are my long runs, right? So Friday night would be the night that I would make sure that I'm getting carbohydrates. Like you don't have to really carb load. You don't really have to intake that many more carbs, but I want to make sure that I'm eating carbs, right, the night before. And then in the morning, if say now that it's like really getting hot out, like tomorrow's going to be like 90, could feel like 100 degrees tomorrow, then I may want to get up early in the morning and make sure I get up at least an hour before I actually go on my run to make sure that I get something to eat. So I'll just get my body to digest, right, my food, make sure I get a bottle of electrolytes in me, and then I'm ready to rock and roll, right? But definitely make sure, I would suggest to get up early, and especially if you're going in the morning, because I know for me, and I know a lot of other runners, so and my clients that I work with, they say that they don't eat before they run. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I do it all the time during the week when I run my weekly runs. I don't usually have something to eat. But the thing is, those aren't usually longer runs. They're usually like maybe mid runs, but maybe I would have something quick before, maybe a banana or something that real quick before that I know my body can digest quickly. But most of the time I do run on an empty stomach, but I do try to make sure that I, eat enough the night before that I'm okay and I'm not starving trying to get through that run, right? So you do want to just make sure you do that too, right? Because that's going to be important too. So those are just some of my suggestions for long runs. So yeah, so that's a great question. Thank you. So glad you asked. Let's see. So if you're just joining, let me know you're here. And ask any questions that you have, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Let's see. Anyone have any other questions? I don't know if anyone's on anymore. Looks like some of you might have joined and then left. So that's okay. We'll hang out for another minute. If I don't get any more questions, we'll just call it a night. Cool. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. There aren't too many questions tonight, but that's okay. If you do ever have any questions, certainly feel free to reach out to me. Don't hesitate to DM me or email me. And let me know, your questions and if I can help. I'd certainly love to help. But yeah, if you are going on, your run or have a race, long run or race this weekend, I definitely suggest to make sure, especially if it's hot, make sure you get the right nutrition, get those electrolytes in that you need so you are not bonking or getting heat stroke, which also is not fun at all. To happen, which I have experienced before, and it is not fun. So just make sure that you are preparing yourself well hydrating and getting the right nutrition, certainly for those runs or races this weekend. And I hope you guys have a good run or good race. I'm hoping to be back to running and training very soon. I'm still healing up and just giving my foot as much rest as it can. Trying to stay off of it is super, super hard, but I am trying to do that because I know if I don't, then it won't heal properly. And if I keep running, I could get a stress fracture. So that is something I don't want either, which could be even worse. So we are just waiting, waiting, and hoping that I can be back running soon. But still trying to keep up with cross training and doing as much as I can. So that's where I'm at. Hopefully, as I said, I will be back running soon with all of you too. So anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful run and a wonderful weekend this weekend, a race, whatever that may look like for you this weekend. And I hope to talk to you guys all soon. Bye.